And here is, okay, hello. Might help if these were open, right? Okay. Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I have a foundation today that we're going to do a full day wear test on. This is something I've been wanting to try for quite some time. It is not the newest, but I wanted to try it nonetheless. It is MER's Cushion Foundation. I am a big fan of the regular foundation. It's one of my favorites. She gets used quite often. I even have 2 shades. So I jumped the gun and I assumed that I would love this, so I got 2 shades. So yeah. Anywho, so for today's video, we're going to try this foundation out. We're going to do a full day wear test. And let's see how it goes. So, come on, let's get started. It is currently 8:56 a.m. I want to wear this foundation all day as if it was a normal day. And I did pick up 2 shades. I picked up Warm Honey, which is the darkest, and then I picked up the shade right before it, which is Beige Nude. I wear honey in the regular foundation, so I figured it would be the perfect match. Let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about the foundation, and then we'll jump into application and the official wear test will begin. So the correct and proper name for this foundation is the MER Luminous Lifting Cushion Foundation, and it's got an SPF of 20. Now this also includes a refill, and that is something I noticed with most cushion compacts is that they do come with a refill. This one retails for $120, and you're getting 0.84 ounces or 24 grams. So that's 12 grams in each, meaning you have one refill that's 12 and the other that's 12 grams as well. So when you first open her up, this is what she looks like. Very similar to the MER's other products. Hold on, I gotta get it. Powder. It's the similar packaging, and press, and you do get a beautiful mirror, and here is your little puff, and then let's see the product. Alright, this one is in Warm Honey 52. I wear the shade Honey in the liquid foundation, and it's a pretty good match, so that's why I went with this shade, but we will see. Now also in the box you have the refill. Down here is the refill and then a little pamphlet with information. I personally love reading those. I feel like I learned something. I learned exactly what it's intended for and how to use it. So here's the other one I picked up in shade Beige 43. I figured if one was too dark I could mix it or use one as a highlight. I'm just extra like that, okay? Here is Warm Honey and here is Beige Nude in comparison to each other. This is the darkest shade offered in this range, and this is the shade right before it. So the shade 52 Warm Honey is for deep skin with a neutral undertone, and Beige Nude is for medium skin with a warm undertone. MER's color capsule technology mimics true skin tone with encapsulated pigments to keep color true and natural looking. Alright, sounds good. So for application method, we will be trying the little sponge that comes with the product. I also have my Goss #1 foundation brush. This is of natural hairs. And of course, I have my sponge as well. I am in my mid-30s. I have a skin type of combination. I get oily right here, and I am pretty dry to normal on the rest of my face. I did my morning skincare routine, so my skin feels nice and fresh and plump, you know. I am going to go in with my normal primer. This is the Sisley primer. Alright, we are going to take the included little sponge, and I am going to press They suggest that you press lightly onto cushion and use the sponge applicator to apply. Sweep over face for light coverage. Pat evenly onto skin for fuller coverage. So if I want lighter coverage with the sponge, we'll sweep it. And if we want more intense coverage, we will pack it. We will start. And I'm going to... Ugh. I hate these. I can never have them fit me. Looking beyond the color, the coverage is very nice. Alright, I'm going to try shade Beige Nude. It does have a light fragrance, but it's very soft. So here is what one layer of application looks like. It pretty much hid all of my imperfections. I love the luminous finish. I'm going to go ahead now with my brush. And I'm stamping, and then I will buff. Alright, so this is the side that I used the brush with just one application in comparison to the sponge. I am going to try the sponge just on the forehead. I'm just going to dab in like so. And let's see. I think for sure you're going to get the most sheer application with the sponge. But for me, that's kind of what I like on a daily, quick and easy. So here we are. We have sponge application on the forehead, brush on my left, your right, and the sponge included, this guy, on this side. So far, I liked how easy everything applied. I didn't feel like I needed to work extra to build it up anywhere. Just one layer has given me the adequate amount of coverage that I feel comfortable with. I am going to just do concealer really quick. I use this one from Marc Jacobs. Good way to see how products apply on top of it. I don't think there should be any issues, but still. And product seems to lay over it very nicely. So far, so good. I'm going to set my under eye with my La Prairie powder. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to use the sheer pressed powder from La Mer. I use the shade Medium. This one. And my La Mer powder brush. So that's what she looks like set and not set. So now that my face is super flat and dull, I'm going to bronze, blush, bring myself back to life a bit. I've been loving this Surratt blush. I'll have all the products I use listed down below, but this is the blush I'll be using today. Packaging is a little different, but I can appreciate that. Everything has so far layered over the foundation very, very nicely. Now that I have everything on and I'm like looking at myself, I see that I'm a little gray right here. That might be my fault because I didn't color correct, and usually when I do color correct, that's an area that I always color correct. She's got a little bit of a shadow. I'm going to attempt to fix that, and let's see if that makes any difference. I am using the new Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish color corrector. I have the shade 3, this one. Just going to take a little bit on my finger. I want to make sure you completely blend this away. It's not something you want to see. I'm going to take the sponge and I'm going to use the clean part. I'm just going to use the beauty sponge. Did we fix it? I sure hope so, because I do like the way this foundation feels so far. Alright, so listen, that's reality. This is what I would really do, and I'm sharing it with you. So, keep it 100, correct? Is that how they say it? Gonna go and set it with my La Mer powder. I don't know why. Not that it feels wet, but I feel like I need to just give it a second. I think we fixed it. Now, after all that, it is currently 9:42. I still have to do my eye makeup and put some lips on, but here we are. I think that color correcting definitely fixed it, took away that gray. I feel a lot better going out into the world like this. All right, I will see you in a few hours. Hey guys, it is currently 3:30, and I am fairly impressed at this point in time. I want to say what? Let's just say from 10 to 3. I still look freshly applied. There is luminosity, but it's not overpowering and greasy. My skin feels great. As many of you know, when it comes to these foundation tests, I am one to complain if it feels like heavy, cakey, clogged pores. Oh my gosh, I will let you know. But I have to say, so far, this feels fantastic on the skin, and it still looks really good. This is my Simply Human mirror, and this does not hold anything back. I will say, looking at my skin, it still looks like skin, but my problem is my smile lines. Product always seems to sink into my smile lines, which it has. But I want to say everywhere else looks really good. I'm not even at a point yet where I feel the need to touch up. So maybe my next check-in will touch up. But at this point, I don't feel the need. I mean, I could maybe touch up where my smile line is, but it's not even so bad where I feel like I have to. So, yeah. All right. I will check in again in a few more hours. Oh, let me touch up my lip gloss so I look presentable. It has been a hot minute. I'm sure you can tell by my beautiful glow. Hello and good evening. It is currently 8:22 p.m. We have given the La Mer Cushion Compact Foundation a full day of wear, and this is how we look. I have not touched up or done anything since first applying it way earlier in the morning. I'm going to bring you in closer and let you have a closer look. We're going to touch up, and then I'll share my final thoughts. Alright, so here is what we currently look like. It did get a little dewy, but that was to be expected. And I am prepared to fix it. I'm going to use my sheer pressed powder, the same one we used to set. and just touch up very quickly as I normally would. That's it. I'm back to feeling refreshed. I could wear this again for another 10 hours plus. No. So that's what we look like after a quick touch-up. I think it still looks fantastic. Now, the claim is that it delivers hydration and radiance. Absolutely very true. My skin felt nice, healthy, supple, hydrated. It was a beautiful glow. I don't think it was over the top. I don't think it was excessive. I don't think it looked oily. I think it looked very natural. And as a combination skin person, I really didn't have a problem per se with that. It didn't feel greasy. Do you know? Now, it does say that it's medium coverage, and I will absolutely agree with that. I did not do anything but one application with the brush, with the sponge, and with the applicator that came with. And I didn't feel the need to build up. I felt that if I built up, I may have overdone it, and I didn't feel the need because it gave me enough coverage, and it still has held up very well. One thing I will mention is with every other foundation I've ever used, I get a little creasing in the smile lines. So I did get that with this as well. I have yet to find a formula that does not crease in the smile lines. Such is life. You touch up and you move on. I will say that I definitely had to color correct. As you saw, I had to go back and color correct because I was looking super gray. It was a really weird undertone. So I ended up using Beige Nude 43 all over. The Warm Honey looked a little bit too dark, so I just wanted to mention that. I like the packaging. I think it's cute. It's functional. La Mer claims that these are antibacterial. I don't know how much I believe that. I think I'll stick with my sponge and brush application method. If you want more coverage, you'll definitely get it with the sponge. I'll say all the application methods that I used worked well. They all looked very smooth, very even. And my number one is that it felt very light on the skin, and I feel it wore really, really well throughout the day. And I'm looking forward to using this more and more. I'm definitely going to incorporate it into my routine. And I think she'll get a little home over here with my other foundations in rotation right now. I did enjoy the overall performance of this foundation. I think that if you are into those hydrating, compact cushion foundations, you will love this very much. For reference, because this is the only other cushion compact foundation I've tried, if I had to compare these two, this one is way more luminous, and the shade range is awful. This one is luminous as well, but it's not as luminous as this, and the shade range with the La Mer is a little bit better. I hope that these companies continue working on shade range because we all love makeup. All of us. All of us. But with all of that said, I really did enjoy trying out this foundation. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye, guys.